What's up? What it do? How you doing? I am back with another video. Today, EandE family, I'm showing you how to make something that's trending on social media. A honey bun cake. Don't go nowhere. So before we get started, smash that like button, hit the bell notification so that you don't miss a single video, and subscribe to the channel. So this honey bun cake, you can actually make this with box cake mix. I don't have any box cake mix here with me today, so I'm actually going to make one of my vanilla cakes. If you use the box cake mix, you just follow the instructions on the back of the box, except you want to substitute water for milk, for buttermilk or regular milk. And instead of 3 eggs, you'll want to use 4 eggs and a teaspoon of vanilla. That's if you're making the box version. Today, I'm going to make my vanilla cake version of this honey bun cake. So this is going to start with 2 sticks of room temperature softened butter. To our 2 sticks of room temperature softened butter, we're going to add 1.5 cups of granulated sugar. So we're going to get our paddle down in our mixer, and we're going to let this mix until it's a light and fluffy consistency. So for about 5 minutes. So that has been mixing for about creaming rather, for about 5 minutes. You just want to scrape down the sides of your bowl. So next we're going to add 3 room temperature eggs to our butter and our sugar. And as always, EandE family, if you don't feel comfortable cracking your eggs over the bowl, crack them in a separate bowl so that you can look for any shells or imperfections. So that's 3 room temperature eggs. Next, we're going to add a couple teaspoons of vanilla. And we're going to add 3 tablespoons, not heaping, 3 tablespoons of vegetable oil. And I keep making them heaping tablespoons. I'm sorry, y'all. It's the EandE way. So we're going to get our paddle back down in our mixer, and we're going to let these ingredients combine for about 2 to 3 minutes until they're combined with our butter and our sugar. So let's go. So next it's time to add our dry ingredients. You definitely can use your all-purpose flour for this, but y'all know how I feel about my cake flour in my cakes. So we're going to add 2.5 cups of cake flour, and we're going to sift all of our ingredients together when we're done. Next, we're going to add a teaspoon of baking powder, and we're going to add a teaspoon of salt. So we're going to get all of these ingredients sifted down into our wet ingredients. So the last ingredient we're going to add to this is a cup of room temperature buttermilk. We're just going to gradually add it in as this mixes. So let's go. So I have my oblong pan here. I prefer to use a metal pan versus a glass pan or dish when I'm baking a cake, but to each his own. If glass is all you have, that is perfectly fine. And I just spray mine with a little Baker's Joy. Flour and oil in the can makes it easier for you. Okay, so first we're going to put a small amount of batter down on the bottom of the pan, like this. Okay, so I have part of my cake batter down in my pan, and I'm just going to do like this real quick so that can settle. So in my bowl here, I have some brown sugar and cinnamon. This is light brown sugar and cinnamon. It's a cup of brown sugar and maybe a teaspoon or 2 of cinnamon. So we're going to take this and we're going to put it on our first layer. Okay, so we got our brown sugar and cinnamon down on our first layer. And we're going to take the rest of our cake batter and put it on top. Okay, so I have the rest of my cake batter on top. Now we're going to take a knife and we're going to just swirl has cinnamon and sugar through this entire cake. Got our swirls in, and this is what your unbaked honey bun cake should look like. So we're going to bake this in a 340-degree oven until the toothpick in the center comes out clean. When we come back, we're going to make a simple and easy glaze that's going to go on top of this honey bun cake. You don't want to miss this. Y'all don't go nowhere. So our cake is out of the oven and it is slightly cool. When you add your topping, you want to make sure that your cake is still a little warm. So I have a bowl with some powdered sugar in it, about a couple cups. And I'm just going to add a little heavy whipping cream to it. You can add milk. You can add, you can even have water. Doesn't really matter, the liquid. And we're going to get this whisked around. And this is about the consistency that I want my glaze to be. So next, I'm going to take a toothpick and poke holes in the top of my honey bun cake. So that way the glaze can seep down like a honey bun. So before I put the glaze on, I want to show you the nice swirl that we ended up with on top. So then I'm just going to take our glaze and pour. And this is what it should look like with the glaze on top. Y'all been here before. You already know what's going to happen. When we come back, we are going to get a taste of this trending honey bun cake on social media. You don't want to miss this. Y'all don't go nowhere. And there she is, ladies and gentlemen. You see all the swirl that we got in there from the brown sugar and cinnamon? So in real life, I do not like honey buns at all. But let's see if I like a honey bun cake. Okay. Smells amazing. That's amazing. Wow. It almost reminds me of a cinnamon roll because of the cinnamon that we put down on the first layer of our cake. This is really good. I didn't know what to expect. I kept seeing it all over TikTok and Instagram. And I said, I have to try this cake. And it is better than any honey bun I have ever eaten. Try this out. Your friends, your family, your kiddos, they are going to absolutely love this. Y'all know the rest. As I always tell you, EandE family, I promise you will not be disappointed. And that's it for today, EandE fam. Like, share, comment on this video. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and click the bell notification so that you can be notified when a new video is uploaded. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. The links are in the description box below. And as always, EandE family, don't forget to live a little and love a lot. Y'all be easy. Try this out. I'm telling you. Y'all know I don't steer you wrong. Bye, y'all.